Good morning, dear students. Hope you all are fine and doing well in your studies. So, in my previous video, we have already started with our next chapter, that is adjectives. So, I have told you the meaning of adjective, and after that I told you the 4 features of adjective. So, these 4 features are: adjectives can occur before nouns. Second feature that I told, adjectives can occur after the verb be. So here be means is, am, are, was, were and been. So all these 6 types of nouns verbs are called been. Okay, and after that I told the third feature of adjective, that most adjective can come after the adverb very. And the last, the fourth feature was the adjective can be used for comparison. So these all are the 4 features of adjective. So today we are going to start with the types of adjective. So in that types of adjective, the first type is adjective of quality. So this is our first type, that is adjective of quality. So the words that describe the quality of a noun or a pronoun are known as adjective of quality, and these adjectives answer the question of what kind. Okay, so let's take some examples here to understand it well. So the first example I am writing here: I saw a hungry dog. I saw a hungry dog. So here, as I told you, these adjective gives us the question of what kind. So what kind of dog? Hungry dog. So what is the adjective here? Hungry. That is telling us the quality of the dog, that the dog is hungry. Okay. Now let's take one more example here. He is a clever boy. He is a clever boy. Again, what kind of boy? Clever boy. So here the adjective clever is telling us the quality of the boy, that the boy is clever. So here the adjective clever is the adjective of quality. Okay. Now the second type of adjective, the quality here, is adjective of quantity. So what is adjective of quantity? The words which describe the approximate quantity of nouns or pronouns are known as adjective of quantity. So they answer the questions. So these adjectives answer the questions of how much. So what question? How much. Okay, let's take some examples here. So the first example I am taking here: he drank some milk. He drank some milk. So how much milk? Now the question is how much milk? The answer is some milk. So here some is the adjective of quantity. Okay, that is giving us the approximate amount of the milk drank by the person. Okay, now let us take one more example here. I don't have much time. I said I don't have much time. Okay, so how much time? How much time? Much time. So here much is the adjective of quantity, that is giving us the answer of the how much time. So here these two are the adjective of quantity. Okay. So the next adjective is adjective of number. So the adjective of number is, you can say, the words which express the number of nouns or pronouns and their position or place in certain order is called adjective of number. So these adjective of number answer the question of how many. Okay, these adjective answer the question of how many. So let's take two examples here to understand it. So the first example is, a week has 7 days. So my first example I am writing here, a week has 7 days. Now how many days? 7 days. So here 7, the word 7 is giving us the answer of the question how many. So here 7 is the adjective of number. Now let's take one more example here. Every poor needs job. Every poor needs job. Okay, so every poor needs job. So how many poor? Again the question is how many poor? So every poor. So here every is giving us the answer of the question how many. So here every is the adjective of number. So difference between adjective of numbers and adjective of quantity. So indefinite numeral adjectives, some, few, many, etc. are used with countable nouns, whereas adjectives of quantity, some, much, little, etc. are used with uncountable nouns. So let us take some examples here of the countable nouns. So indefinite numeral some, we can say some apples. Here few cars and many children. So here we can see that we can count the number of apples, number of cars as well as the number of children. So some, few, many, these all are used with the countable nouns. So here some, much, little, these are used with the uncountable nouns. Just like we can take the example here, some sugar. So as we can't count the quantity and the sugar in numbers. So some sugar. So here we can take one more example, much time. We cannot count the time. And little faith. So here again we cannot count the faith. So in both this is the difference between adjective of number and adjective of quantity. So apart from these three adjectives, there are several pronouns that function as an adjective when these pronouns are followed by a noun. So as I told you, there are several pronouns, but mainly there are the three types of pronouns that functions as an adjective when these pronouns are followed by a noun. So these adjectives are demonstrative adjective, interrogative adjective and the possessive adjective. So let's learn about all these three types of adjectives one by one. So the first one, as I told you, this is our fourth type of adjective, that is demonstrative adjective. So as I told you, when these demonstrative adjectives are the adjectives when these are followed by, these are the pronoun that are followed by a noun, it turns into an adjective. Okay, so demonstrative adjectives are the words that are used to point out specific person or things, and these these demonstrative adjectives gives us the answer of the question which. Okay, so let us take some examples here. So the first example that I am writing here, this car is expensive. This car is expensive. So what I said? This car is expensive. So which car is expensive? This. So here, even though this is a pronoun, then also as this followed by a noun, that's why it is functioning as an adjective. So here I have written there the demonstrative adjectives points to something nearby and points to something distant. So there are, as in pronoun also we are having 4 types of demonstrative pronoun. Here in adjective also we are having 4 types of demonstrative adjective, and the singular number in singular we are having this that points to something nearby, and here that points to something distant, and in plural number the adjective is these that points to something nearby and those points to something distant. So as I have given you one example here, this car is expensive. So which car is expensive? This car. So this here is functioning as a demonstrative adjective. So if in place of this car is expensive, if I write here that this is my car, then here this is functioning as a pronoun, not an adjective. So I have given you the example of this car is expensive. So the same type of examples we can take for these also. In place of this we can write these. These cars are expensive. Same way here that. We can take the example of that also. That car is expensive. Or if we write those, then those cars are expensive. Here that and those are telling about, are pointing something, pointing the car that is at a distance, not near to us. So let's check what is the difference between demonstrative adjective and demonstrative pronoun. So here demonstrative adjective modifies the noun and is always followed by the noun. Here, whereas in demonstrative pronoun takes the place of noun phrase. So let's take one example to understand it. So I am just writing here, this house is beautiful. So this house is beautiful. So here you can see that just after the demonstrative pronoun it is followed by a noun. That's why now here this pronoun is functioning as a demonstrative adjective. So let's take one example of demonstrative pronoun here. We can take the same example here again. So this house is a beautiful house. Instead of that we can write here, this is a beautiful house. Okay, so if we write here, this is a beautiful house. Now you can see here that in this you can see in demonstrative pronoun, the demonstrative pronoun is not followed by the noun. So this is enough for today. So thank you and have a nice day.